It is.
That's a compliment,
Them dodgy
promise.
tea bags have gone to your head.
Dodgy tea bags. Let's not talk about tea bags. Anyway, Dalton Smith, thank you very much for the invite to your gym.
Thank you.
Very first time I've been here. Lovely gym, lovely setup. Your dad's marvellous and so are you. And this is what we're here for. I'm not going to try and pronounce your opponent's name, but I'm going to ask you to talk to us about that fight, how it got arranged.
OUIZZA, if
It's
that's if I've got that right,
yeah. Talk to us about that fight. Talk to us about him, because I don't know much about him, if I'm going to be completely honest.
OUIZZA, like I said, excuse me if I don't pronounce it right, but he's obviously a solid fighter, former European champion, and obviously it's going to be a good fight. It's an opportunity for him, and yeah, obviously 2 losses on his record, 50% knockout ratio. He's not a mug to the game. He's going to come for it, and one I prepared well for.
Talk to us about your last fight, beautiful performance.
Yes.
Made us happy. I was at home watching that. Lovely card, lovely work from you. Talk to us about that, Dalton.
Yeah, obviously my last fight was as a Peter is a win. You know, I needed to cement me in that, you know, that higher world recognition. You know, I knew I was confident I'd go in there and do that, and you know, obviously I controlled it after the first round, started getting better controlling. And obviously it's a performance I needed.
Performances that you need, you know, at your stage of your career, you're somebody with that pedigree, somebody that's turned over pro. Then I know obviously you was out with injury, etc. We've had that stop-start. How do you then build back on that momentum? Because you know what it's like. You can be active and then injury just wipes you out. It's like, oh, I've got to start all over again.
Exactly, but it's a case. I mean, you're starting all over again if you don't do anything. But obviously I've done what I could. Obviously I've got over the injury now. It was frustrating, but yeah, it's boxing. We're in a fight game. We're gonna get injuries. We're gonna get pulls, strains, whatnot, broken bones, surgeries, and I've had it through my amateur career and stuff. So,
Yeah.
it's just a part of the parcel. It's just how you mentally deal with it. But yeah, you know, back ready to start the year big.
Starting the year big. What do you want out of this though? You saying starting the year big? How many fights do you want to have this year, Dalton?
Obviously starting early, so
yeah, nice and early.
At least 2 more, but realistically, like 4 fights for this year.
What I was going to ask you as well, what is it like being trained by your dad? And the reason why I'm asking this is we have some good dynamics with dads, and we have some absolutely off the charts dynamics. But what's it like?
I mean, I'm a believer. I always say, don't fix if it's not broken. And I'm in a position where I've dreamt of being from being young. So, I mean, we're doing something right.
You know what I didn't realise? You've got sisters.
I've got 2 sisters.
And they were actual amateur boxers?
Yeah, they both boxed amateurs. Luckily for me, they retired and didn't carry it on because I used to hate my sisters fighting.
Did you?
Yeah, I used to hate my sisters fighting.
Why? Just because they're girls, or?
I think so, but I used to get more nervous for them. But that's even young, so God knows what it'd be like now. So, yeah, luckily, you know, they moved away from boxing, and obviously left it to me.
What's it like coming from like they say, it's a fighting family, isn't it? Yeah. You've seen it all. You've all been through it together. Your dad's obviously supportive for all of you.
Yeah.
Do you feel a bit of pressure?
No pressure, as long as they give it 100%. They believe in me. I believe in myself, and you know, we achieve. As long as we get 100%, we've achieved everything we can.
And what's it like having that self-belief? Because everyone says, you know, you've got to have it. It's a mantra that a lot of fighters say. Yeah. But when you look at it, some of them don't.
Some of them don't, but maybe some sports you can get away with it, but boxing, no. Like, yeah, you're having a fight. If you haven't got self-confidence, that drive, that belief, obviously you're going to get found out in boxing, and that's what it is. But, like, it does it itself, separates it itself. That's all it is. But
then how do, like, say if the doubt creeps in,
yeah,
how do you, like, get it out of your head? I'm one of these that, like, thinks about the mentality of what makes you different from me. Like I said, I call us Joe Public. We don't do what you do. What makes you different mentally?
We think the same as any other person. It's just how you control it. Everybody has self-doubt.
You're moving further and further away out the camera. Yeah.
All right,
do you smell?
No, you don't. You smell lovely.
Sorry,
no, I just think, obviously, we think the same as any human being. Everybody has self-doubt. Your brain, it's a human brain, isn't it? But I think what separates us is how we deal with it, how we control it, and I just think working hard. Obviously, you work hard, you believe in yourself, and I think that's all it is. We don't think any different. It's just how we control it and how we deal with it.
But I think you lot are wired up differently, though.
I think we must be. We've got.
Do you know what I mean?
Everybody we don't believe it, but everybody says it.
Well, it is true, because how many people? I mean, it's all right for us, like sitting at home, saying, "Oh, he's rubbish" or what. Not that I do that, but you know what I mean. We can get into that position where we can judge.
Yeah.
But if somebody said to you, "Oh, get down the gym, then come on, put some gloves on," most of them wouldn't do it.
Exactly. So there must be a few loose screws somewhere, but for some weird reason we love it.
I know that you and Adam Azim had a bit of, well, it was like, is this fight going to happen? Is that fight going to happen? Yes or no? Obviously it didn't. And you're both like on your own paths now. For the best?
I mean, it must be. Obviously, I'm believing things don't happen. It's meant to be. So, yeah, obviously we're on his own paths. Obviously I'm focusing on where I want to go. But, of course, British fights are always good if they can be made. So, if it happens later down the line, it's good for us, good for boxing.
How are you in the rankings at the moment? Because I know you said you wanted to progress. Where are you in the rankings?
I think I'm actually ranked 2 in the WBC.
Congratulations.
So, obviously, I think I've probably ranked in some of the... Do you know what? I never even look at the rankings.
Don't you?
Never look at the rankings.
I think that's what I'd be obsessed with.
Yeah.
Where am I in the league chart?
It changes all the time.
True.
Sometimes it's not... Some things shouldn't be where they should be and stuff. So.
I'd say BoxRec's like that. BoxRec's insane.
What I mean. It's like I don't really take...
Sorry, BoxRec.
I mean... Like I say, it's... As long as you're winning, you get yourself in those positions, you're going to get the opportunities. So, yeah, I don't really tend to put too much effort into looking at the rankings and what's happening.
One of the final things that I will finish on is this is a gym which is open to the community. There's currently classes on now. Your dad lives, breathes, eats everything for the sport.
Yes.
I know that you go into corners as well. I've seen you in plenty of corners.
Yeah.
What is it, would you say to the kids? And I'm saying this because there's been a few incidences where, unfortunately, a couple of kids recently have lost their lives. As a mum of teenagers, I think, talk to us about the benefits of boxing for these kids that are out and about and maybe they just need something to do.
I said you walk in here and, like you say, it's a community. Obviously, we're doing his public workouts and stuff, but the kids will still come in and, like, everybody's one. Like, nobody's better than somebody else. And
I love that.
But it's not that. Obviously, my dad works hard. We've got the other coaches, Pierce, got Liam Cameron, obviously.
Yeah,
just done the interviews, but obviously meant to be training the kids. Obviously, my sister's here with the amateurs.
Oh,
We've got
brilliant.
Bernie Price. So, yeah, my nephew's over there training.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a one big community.
So the advice to the young ones then that are, like I said, probably just being a bit idle, why should they start boxing? Because I want it introduced into schools. But that's a bit further down the line.
I think boxing for me is, look, you don't have to come into a boxing gym to be a fighter, to get punched. Like, come in, it learns your morals, it learns your discipline. I think it learns you how to act as a man. And not only that, a female as well, like how to conduct yourself, how to respect themselves with males and stuff like that. And like I said, it lets them know who they are. Learns them morals, learns them how to be, learns them how to act in here and also take that into the normal life. So boxing for me is a way of life, not just if you want to have a fight.
I love that, and that's a positive note to end on. I know you're knackered. I really appreciate your time. Listen, I'll see you fight week anyway. Yeah. I'll be there cheering you on as per usual. Guys, get behind Dalton Smith, one of the nice guys in boxing.
Appreciate that. Thank
nice
you.
Guys, but dangerous, but nice.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.